Hello, my friend. This is a karma reading for the person who hurt you, for the person who has done you wrong. There are four piles to choose from. The first pile is the pile with the Angelica protection bracelet and the gold charging plate. The second pile is the jade bracelet with the rose gold plate. Pile number 3 has the blue charging plate as well as the bracelet with amethyst, blue apatite, moss agate, and garnet. And the fourth pile has the purple charging plate with the red tiger's eye bracelet. Go ahead and look over the piles and see which one or which ones are calling to you. I will put the timestamps in the description box below. Pick your pile, check out the timestamps in the description box, and I will see you on the other side for your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Those of you that chose this Angelica protection bracelet that I'm actually going to put on right now, as well as this lovely charging plate here. Let's get into the karma for the person who did you wrong. What this person did, this person seems really selfish and really shady. This is somebody who acts innocent, acts like they're a good person, acts like they are spiritual in order to mislead others. This is someone who is only focused on themselves, their money, getting things, material things. So this person does others wrong and did you wrong for personal gain. This person acts like they are on everybody's side, like they want to help, but really, this seems like someone who will get close to you just to get your secrets so they can turn around and use those secrets against you. This person uses their power unfairly. They use their power to then relay to others that they are the best. This person is someone who perceives himself as powerful. This can be somebody in a position of authority. This person is really confusing because they come across like they are of the light, in a light energy, but they're really not. This person can have some addictions here. This is also somebody who pretends like they have integrity, but really doesn't. And I'm feeling like you could have seen straight through this person's facade, and maybe you told somebody about it. But this person has such a good facade and persona, false persona, that those that you told about this person, they just couldn't see it. So they thought maybe you were the problem. Because they're like, this person is such a good person. This person is so spiritual. This person is so helpful. How can the things that you're saying about them be true? Well, they were. And I'm hearing I told you so. So this person wanted power and authority above treating you and treating others with respect and integrity. This is someone who has very strong emotions, and they use those emotions to be cunning. They use these emotions to get one over on people. This person is very, very sneaky. And unfortunately for them, where their karma is, and we'll get into more, of course, this person's choices are being put out in the open. And because of that, they're going to lose some kind of stability, lose some kind of security, whether this be their position of power or finances. Something is coming to an end for this person because of their aggressive nature. Their aggressive nature is being put out in the open. This can be an Aries for some of you, or a fire sign for some of you. Doesn't have to be. This person didn't take care of others. They didn't take care of others, especially if they were in a position of power. So because they didn't, they're going to be losing material wealth. They're going to be cut out of a community, or something's going to be cut away from them. They made very poor choices. Let's see what else is going on here. So I did pre-pull some cards, and then I also have the tarot deck here. This person is going to be very panicked. This person is going to be very panicked because of who they are coming out in the open. They're also going to be very panicked because there's going to be a loss of stability and a loss of power. And I also feel like this person is going to be someone that really tries to turn things around on who they did wrong in order to gain their power back, but it's not going to work. Let's see, I'll put these here. Yeah, this person's going to be trying to reach out and reach for savior from those around them. Definitely. Trying to reach for the love, the compassion that others once had for them. But they're going to find that they feel like they're drowning. This person's very anxious. This person's experiencing a lot of anxiety. And I want to say, keep in mind, this karma reading isn't to talk about all the bad things that happened to this person. The purpose of this is to know that whatever they did towards you, they will reap the karmic consequences of the seeds that they sown. So they didn't just get away with what they did. You may have thought that they just got away with what they did, and they haven't, and they're not. This person is feeling very unfulfilled. They're not happy with their life. Because they're losing their power, they're feeling very incomplete and purposeless, because this power over others, this misuse of power, was all that they really had, was their whole purpose in life. And now that they don't have that, this person feels weak. They feel like they can't do anything. Like they're powerless, like they're stuck. This person lost their power. This person definitely misused their power. And now they're losing that, which is good, because they can't go around doing stuff like this, misusing their power. All right. This is somebody who tried to make themselves seem one way, like an earth angel. but they weren't. This person's actually very deranged, and that's being found out, how deranged this person is, that this person's twisted, that they did all these things that are unbelievable. And it looks like there's an ex-lover coming in here, or somebody that they knew in the past that they did wrong, and this could be you. This person met their match with you or this other person. They met their match, and now they're being taken down. This person thought that they can get away with anything. They didn't expect, I'm feeling like it's you, they didn't expect you to be the one to create their downfall. This person's trying to make it look like they are good, like they don't care, like their position of power is going to protect them. They're trying to seem like they're not scared. So this person's going through everyday life with this face on the outside, which this person's really good at that, pretending like they are operating with good intentions, acting like they're pure-hearted. Oh, it's going to be okay because I'm in this position of power. I'm such a good, spiritual person. I'm honest. I'm caring. No, it's being seen that this person's actually twisted. This person is deranged. Okay? There's a lot of conflict going on in this person's life. Those that this person did wrong, I feel, are creating conflict, have created conflict for this person, but this person was somebody who created conflict for you and everybody else. So they're just getting back the energy that they put out. How long did they think this was going to go on? Everybody's really seeing who this person is with this mystery card. They're seeing who this person really is. They're looking into this person and looking very closely. And I feel like they're looking into how this person has affected others. And this is something that they were trying to keep secret. They were trying to hide who they really were behind this false mask. But they can't do that anymore. So there's a new cycle coming into this person's life where they don't have this unbridled power and this unfair power. Hey, maybe this person, is using some powder, if you know what I mean. But this person's gonna have to have a fresh start in their life, because all the people that they cared about, all the people around them, see that they were the catalyst for the problems around them. And now this person is going to meet nothing but obstacles for a long time. Nothing but obstacles. Things are not going to be easy for this person. I keep seeing the number 3. So 3 months, 3 years could be significant. Yeah, no facts. In the reverse, people are really seeing who this person is. This person tried to cover who they are, and now the facts are coming out. This person's very envious of you, and this person's very envious of others, and that's why they try to sabotage others, because they're very envious. And this person just does the same thing over and over with different people, because they're envious of everybody who they perceive is doing better than them. And all this is evident in some screenshots. This person got found out through screenshots. They were likely sending some messages that were very disrespectful, and they've been caught. They've been caught. So people are looking at the facts about this person instead of the feelings. They're looking at the facts about this person. I'm going to create some more room here. By the way, I tried to start this reading, and all of a sudden, all these different distractions started happening. And I'm feeling like this person did not want to experience karma and doesn't want the messages about their karma coming out because they want to pretend like everything's fine. And everything is definitely not fine. All right. This person is going to be trying to hold on to their money. There can also be an unexpected loss in money. Yeah, people are looking at what this person has been doing. Again, they're trying to act like they're not concerned, but they're really insecure on the inside. They know that there's a downfall coming. Again, this person is very envious, so this person is losing their power. They thought that they were a boss, or they could have been a boss, someone in a high position, and they are losing that. Somebody is coming in between them and this power that they perceive that they have. And it's this person's evil eye that became their downfall. Oh my God, I just saw envy on the bottom here. This person thought that their actions would never catch up to them. They thought their actions would never catch up to them. But they did. And now this person, they have to move forward in another direction. They're not aligned anymore. They're not in vibration with having power. They're going to be experiencing a lot of obstacles here. And people are seeing them for who they really are. There's an aligned in the upright, unaligned in the upright, and aligned in the reverse. This person was not operating in a high vibration. Their core values, which are really disgusting, are being seen, are being put out in the open. And now they're going to have to keep repeating these patterns until they do something different. They can't operate like this anymore. They're going to have to do something different if they want their lives to be better. Envy. This person is very envious. And they have been pursuing wealth and pursuing power, not caring about anybody else. But this need for greed and this need for material things, all that is being taken away from them. I'm hearing they're aligned with taking things from other people, whereas at one point they were aligned with gaining things. Now they're aligned with things being taken away. I did shuffle this beforehand. Let's see what we got. Let's do a little bit of this. I just saw the edit card. Them being cut out. Things are being cut out. Okay. What's the karma for this person? Bad luck in their relationships. Bad luck in their relationships. Bad luck in their friendships. They have no influence anymore. And it has been because of, or will be because of, these messages. This person was very fulfilled and felt great about bringing other people down. But they can't do that anymore. And their greed has now caused people to see them as emotionally unstable. They see that this person is not kind-hearted, that this person is not this spiritual person who they say that they are. There's the edit that I was just talking about. There it is again. It came out. It came out. So they're cutting this person out of their community. Whereas this person didn't want people to see what was really going on. They tried to edit things, and they did that by making it seem like what actually went down didn't, like they didn't do anything. Now that's being seen. So they're being cut out of communities. Yes, they are being cut out of communities. They're no longer seen as someone who's popular, someone who is upstanding. They're not being seen like that anymore. Yeah. Now they're going to have to be watching their back, feeling like something is just around the corner. They can't control anything anymore. And they're going to be rejected just like they wanted you to feel rejected. So that is this person's karma. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you like my bracelets, if you like my jewelry, check out the description box below. If you like my charging plates with selenite in them, check the description box, and to find more information about me. And if you're called to another pile, go ahead and check that out. I'll see you soon. Hello there, pile number 2. Those of you that chose this beautiful jade bracelet or this rose gold charging plate. Pile number 2. This can be a Sag, Virgo, or Aries, as those 3 cards came out. This isn't a good person. This is someone who pretends like they are sweet, nice, and innocent, but this person is actually really dishonest. They're really dishonest. This is someone who, could have watched you in private environments where they shouldn't have been. This can even be someone who stole your ideas. But what I do see absolutely about this person is they try to take advantage due to their anger and their strong desires. This is someone who has definitely lied on you. This can be in some kind of investigation. This can be for this person to liberate themselves and get out of some kind of responsibility or accountability. This can also be someone who complains a lot, doesn't see the positive in things, but definitely dishonest. They could have twisted your words even. And this dishonesty looks like it came out in some kind of written word, messages, document, letters, some kind of file. This person is terrified of you. Terrified. This person is going through it. This person's definitely going through it. I don't know. This person is mad. Like, what happened here? This person is mad. One, it looks like people may have abandoned this person and they are wanting the past. They're longing for what they once had. They're also longing for some kind of outcome. But when you're longing, you don't have that. This person appears to be very jaded, and they seem to be alone because of their anger. Or people moving away from them, and I hear not supporting them, has made them very angry, very rageful. They are furious with you. It's like this person, you changed their whole reality. Or this person changed their whole reality coming for you, doing you wrong. They're very hostile, very spiteful, very angry. And all that has totally changed and disrupted their mental stability. To where now this person doesn't enjoy life like they used to. This person seems very numb, very withdrawn. Their life, as you can see, is very bleak and dark. And this person doesn't see a way out of that. So I'm feeling like they feel very trapped, very angry. And this is because of this person being selfish, this person acting too quickly. I'm seeing the Knight of Swords in my mind's eye, thinking too quickly. And this person, whatever they did, they really thought that they were going to get something positive from you or get something out of this. But now they're over here in constant worry because of them acting haphazardly. They're not thinking things through. So they can be mad at anybody but themselves. Let's see, I'll put these up like this. Yeah, this person is terrified of you. Terrified of you. Fear. So much fear within this person. Nobody's on this person's side anymore. Nobody's on this person's side. Everybody has moved away from this person. Things could also happen during Sagittarius, Virgo, or Aries season. So that will be November 23rd through December 22nd, August 22nd through September 25th, or March 21st through April 20th. I just heard for some of you, this person can be on the cusp. The game that this person was trying to play with you and with your life is over. That game has either come to an end or it's about to come to an end. And now this person is terrified because some kind of messages came out. This person could also be looking at you, obsessing over you on social media. But some kind of messages, some kind of evidence shows that they have been trying to sabotage your finances. That's coming out in the open, and now their finances are being sabotaged. And that's why they are so afraid. They don't understand how they weren't able to get something from creating confusion, from creating illusion, and now they're confused as to how they didn't get their own way. So now they are unhinged. Look at this person pulling their hair out. So much anxiety, so much fear that this person is experiencing. This person wanted revenge on you. They wanted to take revenge for whatever went wrong between you, or whatever this person perceives went wrong. They hope to retaliate, but they're not getting that revenge at all. They ask somebody to help them. This is likely somebody with high status, and this is also somebody who subscribed to their narrative. This person subscribed to their narrative, telling them that they would be able to get whatever it is that they were trying to take from you through, I heard, falsified records, through this dishonesty, this falsified information. So this person said that, yeah, you'll be able to get this. This is easy. This is a sure thing. But that person was only saying that to benefit themselves, not this person. This person gave them bad advice to get leverage in this situation, to get something from this person. So I'm feeling like they took advantage of this person's ego, or utilized this person's ego to get something from them. Clear out some room. Keep pulling these out. Wrong way. Okay. There's those messages once again. Ego, clout hungry, thief. They wanted to take from you what was not theirs. They wanted to take your emotional stability, your materials, your financial stability. Even for some of you, I'm hearing your home. something about the home. It's coming out here that this person was being dishonest here. That this person is doing this because you trigger. Actually, I can't say you trigger darkness. Is that this person has a lot of darkness in them, and it's easy for that to be triggered when they are scared. Your light irritates their darkness. These screenshots are showing this. They're showing the truth. You could have saved some receipts, saved some kind of messages, some kind of texts, and now they're coming out. You're not acting out of emotion like this person clearly is. They're clearly acting out of emotion and ego. Their ego has been bruised, and that is what they depend on in everyday life, their ego. They allowed their ego to get in the way in this situation. There are some really important messages here, showing that this person just wanted attention. This person wants attention, and they could be acting out on social media to get that. This person also made things up just to stir up drama in your life. But now that they weren't able to get their way, they're being robbed of stability, security. They're being robbed of that. And they don't understand how it happened. This is like it's somebody that's so used to getting their way, and not getting their way is unheard of for them. They thought that they can bully their way into receiving what it is that they wanted to take from you. They didn't plan ahead. So now this person is having to plan ahead for this loss. How they're going to make it, how they're going to have any kind of stability in their lives. And this can also have to do with their family. There's discord in their family. They feel like their family is working against them here, because either they cut somebody out, or somebody removed themselves from the home, or they separated from this person because of their arrogance. Because this person thinks that it's their way or the highway, and they're arrogant, and nobody wants to be around that. They are placing blame on everybody around them, especially you. And because of that, because of their arrogance, they're not getting what it is that they wanted. Their plans will be unsuccessful. Their plans will be unsuccessful. Their ego became their downfall, and it is falling hard. Falling hard. Their toxic ways are coming out. This person has bad habits. All right? They have addictions, bad habits. And people are really seeing that. They could be questioned by somebody, maybe an official. They're being questioned. So inconsistencies are coming out. Yeah, this person there could be something here about this person watching you in a compromising position here. But everybody can now see that this person has been doing whatever they're doing, has been lying, making false accusations, because they had an ulterior motive. They had an ulterior motive. Hidden secrets are coming out that they were just doing this for the money. They just wanted to get money from you, and they're mad that you are grounded, that you're spiritual. This person could have been trying to attack your spirituality. But how are you going to attack someone for being spiritual? This person didn't like your spiritual beliefs at different that was different from theirs. If you're intuitive, they really don't like that. That really makes them uncomfortable. They could have gotten somebody pregnant and they're not able to take care of this family. Or they don't have enough money to support a baby or to support this family. Again, this person really wanted some wealth, so they were very secretive about that. And now that everybody knows, terrified, absolutely terrified. Look at that again. Fear. Fear. This person's being very fake, and now everybody sees that they were just trying to confuse others with these lies. They can't do it anymore. The worst possible outcome that this person can have is going on here. And so everything that they wanted for you is getting turned onto them. Their hidden agenda became their downfall and is removing everything from their life that mattered to them. There's a storm that's being created, or they see this storm coming towards them, and this loss of power, this loss of being able to hide things from others. And this is them with this big ego, with this huge ego here, but really they're terrified. They're very scared, so they're trying to put up this front like they're not. And the more toxic they get, the louder they get, shows the more fear that they are experiencing. They feel backed into some kind of corner here. All right, let's see here. Oof. Pile number two. What karma is coming to the person? Pile number two. Oh. Nobody wants to work with them anymore. Again, people are leaving their lives. Yeah, and they feel stuck. They feel stuck because they can't do anything about this. And people want to move away to protect themselves. So they are cutting this person out of their lives. And this cutting out is sharp. It's painful. Nobody is going along with their lives either. So they're just stuck right now. There's no movement for them when it comes to what it is that they were trying to get. There's also a woman here who is very important. There's a woman here. She is stable. She's secure. She can see through the lies and the deception. Or this can be a he. But this person is losing to them. And this is likely you benefiting. Yeah, you're going to be benefiting. You're going to get some kind of financial success here because of this person. So that's very positive. Everybody's seeing who this person is, so they are moving on, leaving this person lonely, leaving this person, I heard, in debt, just like they wanted for you, because this person, they just did too much, really thinking that they were going to have their way, and they weren't able to. This person just has really, really bad energy. Really, really bad energy. So people are making the choice to move away from them. And now they're sad. And now they're mad. And now they're angry. But they caused this for themselves. All right? They sure did. This is their karma. This is the karma that God is bringing them. Especially because they felt like God didn't exist, or God doesn't exist. And God is showing this person how real He is. So that's what I have for you when it comes to the karma of this person. Who is this person? How do you feel about this karma coming to them? Thumbs up and like this video. If you want to know more about me, check the description box below. If you're interested in my bracelets and charging plates, and if you're feeling drawn to another pile, go ahead and check that out. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. Those of you that chose this bracelet here, this is actually my rheumatoid arthritis bracelet, or this blue charging plate. Let's look into the karma for the person who did you wrong. As I pulled these cards, what I was hearing was Delulu. This person seems like they are Delulu. This person is somebody who has been giving their power to something outside of them, hoping that something outside of them can give them what they want because they believe that they are not capable of making that happen for themselves. This person is afraid of what happens if they make their own choices. There's also this energy here of this person being desperate, perhaps for romance. They're not able to see the positive things in them. So that's why they seek energies outside of them to lead them. But the interesting thing is, and here's where things come in a Delulu way. The interesting thing is, even though this person feels like they have no control and they're not capable of making what they want happen, they feel like it is their job, not their higher power, like it's their job to manifest things in their life the way they want to. This could be somebody who does a lot of magic on people, like a lot of love spells, because they feel like they're in control. This person wants what they want at any cost. They look like they're also combative with people. This person does not care about the outcome of their actions and how it affects other people. So this is somebody who likely tries to bend the will of others, and they don't care that they are manipulating others' energies. I keep feeling like this is somebody who does spells on people. Now, some more Delulu energy comes in where this person is very hopeful about the future. They're very hopeful about getting it is what they want because they feel like they can manipulate energies to get what it is that they want. But then at the same time, they're bitter and they're angry and they have resentment towards life, towards God, spirit, universe, because they're not able to get what it is that they truly want. And truly, this person feels inadequate. I'm feeling like they don't even feel lovable. This person feels worthless or incompetent. So even though they think they can make what they want happen, they feel like they're incompetent. This also feels like somebody who feels like they have to be rescued by another person. For example, rescued by a partner. Like their lives are not going to be good on its own, and they can't be happy on their own without somebody else in their lives making that happen. Like those people that feel like they need a relationship to survive and don't see themselves being happy on their own. So this person, while they're like, I think I can, they keep getting knocked off of this bicycle here. They keep getting knocked off. And so they keep getting disappointed over and over and over again. They're not going about things in the right way. This person could have shown you their self-destructive behavior. This person could have tried to take advantage of you in some way to get things from you, because I felt like they needed you. This person is very self-destructive when they give their energy to something. They put way too much energy into something. All right, let's see what else we got. This person could be a Leo. They don't have to be. Or this person could just be very bossy, be very pompous, patronizing. Exactly. But it's not working. Whatever they're doing, whatever spell work they're doing to get what it is that they want, it's not working. Because they're not able to bend other people's will. They come across as one way, but that's not at all who they really are. Look how they have this happy face on, but look how angry and bitter they are on the inside. And that's seen by others when that self-destructive energy comes out. I'm hearing an energy vampire. This person operates out of shadow. And look, this person can want to be in this energy of promiscuity. They could want to be in this energy, but they can't be, because things aren't just working out for them. They could be really desiring a physical connection. They could want somebody stable, somebody older, but the type of person that they want, they see the instability in this person and they're like, no, you're not at all what I'm looking for. You're not at all what I'm looking for. No. Something about their house here. They could have lost a house, or there was some kind of destruction that happened to their home. Kicked out, lost a house, or the house could have been torn down in some kind of natural disaster, which sucks. Yeah, they had to leave behind their home. They had to abandon their home or their family. There's rejection here. They feel rejected by others. Somebody walked away from them, or people walked away from them, and now they're experiencing financial blockages. They could have also been trying to get money from others as well. They were trying to bind. Here it is. They're experiencing financial blocks because they were trying to bind your finances, your love life, your luck, your recognition. They were trying to block all that. And now that's what they're experiencing. Like nothing is coming in this person's life. Nobody's recognizing them. And it must be that this person's sense of recognition, or how people see them, is very important. That's why they can put others down in order to look better than they really are in comparison. Okay, we got stranger, mastermind. Yeah, again, this person puts up a false facade in order to plan things around people without them knowing, to catch people in their web. They try to take advantage to pull people in to their lives and to leech off them. But they're experiencing rivals with other people. People don't want to experience that, and they're seeing that. And so they are standing up for themselves, are moving away from this person, realizing that this person isn't who they thought they were. So once this person's true nature comes out, once people realize that this person is very destructive in their friendships, destructive in their relationships. They move away from them. Yeah, they move away from them. Another thing about this person is, unfortunately, this person doesn't have the ability to self-reflect. So they're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again because they're blaming other people on their situations or for their situations. They're blaming other people. Let's see which ones we're going to put away to make room for. I was just going to say runes. So this person may do divination. They may do divination in order to know about those that they're trying to take advantage of and how to take advantage of them. Danger in money matters. Danger in their finances. They're experiencing heartache for this loss, whether this have to be with people or money or their home. They're in heartache about what they no longer have. They're in a financial pinch. They're having difficulties with their finances. And they're very disappointed and very upset that things have been removed from their lives. They didn't want that to happen. They don't have a clear perspective, and they're not looking at themselves. They're not looking at things and why their life is the way it is. They're not. They keep putting their healing off. So because they're in this energy, they are missing the opportunities to get what it is that they want because they're not in alignment with those things. They're going through the same cycle over and over again, expecting different results because they don't want to do the work. They've been conditioned socially by a negative and perhaps a traumatic past. And that's all they can see. That's all they can see. And so they want safety. They want security. They want to find happiness in something outside of them. Look at that. Definitely losing out on money, losing out on opportunities here. Very fake. They could have tried to go back to people who rejected them, or even go back to you to talk. You could have blocked this person. You didn't want to deal with this person. This person is dusty and you didn't want to deal with this person. And they felt completely destroyed by that. They felt completely destroyed by that. And people are realizing that they were always a fake friend. This is a fake friend here. Their relationships have been ruined because of their actions. And now they're mad. Now this person's mad. They're salty. They're angry because opportunities are closing in on them. People notice that they're acting in a way, moving in a way that is draining their energy. And they can't deny it anymore. Look at that again. Money being taken away. This person could be someone who pretends like they have money, but they really don't. They put up a great facade. Now, they're stalking their old friends on social media, or people are blocking them on social media. They feel jealous and envious by watching the people that have more than they have. Things are constantly changing in their lives and being taken away. They're always being taken away. Their resources, even their feeling of strength, because of them being jealous of other people. And because they're jealous of other people, they're going to compare themselves to those that have more, which is always going to make them feel less by comparison. They're always going to feel less by comparison. That's why, oh, you know what else I'm hearing? This person has been comparing themselves to other people's lives on social media. And people post up their best selves on social media. So if they're comparing themselves to people's best lives, they're really going to feel bad about themselves. And I'm feeling like they can also put up some kind of facade on social media that everything is okay when everything is clearly not okay. Tell me about this person's karma. What's this person's karma? This person is very unethical. Very unethical. They're losing things left and right, especially friends. They could be trying to date, but nobody's biting. Nobody wants to be with them. All their friends, they don't want to collaborate with this person. They really don't. And again, this person acts like everything is fine, but it's not. It's not fine at all. And they are not being able to get this kind of relationship or this kind of person that they want to bring into their lives. Again, because there's no self-reflection. They think that they're in control and there's no self-reflection. So they're losing. They're losing. Things aren't working out the way that they wanted to, especially because of their gossip. And people are also gossiping about this person. They're feeling stuck here. They're feeling stuck. They're feeling broke. They're feeling uncared for. They really are. They're feeling uncared for. They're not noticing what they're doing. They're not noticing that they are the creator of their own demise. So they're going to keep doing these things. They're not trusting their intuition. They're going to keep doing these things until they learn. They're going to keep being in this Delulu energy, really thinking that they can get what they want when they really, really can't. Exactly. There's no victory for this person until they do that self-reflection. They can't just walk all over people. This person thinks that they are just all that in a bag of chips. But they're not. But they're not. They're not getting what they want. Yep. They're going to have to keep leaving situations behind until they do that inner work. People are going to keep pushing them away. There's always going to be separation here. They're always going to be in an energy where they are daydreaming, hoping, wishing for their desired outcome. But they're never going to make it happen. All right, so that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Thumbs up and like this reading. If you would like to know more about me, check the description box below. If you're interested in my rheumatoid arthritis bracelet, you can also check the description box. I am updating my store at the moment. Okay. And if you're drawn to another pile, go ahead and check that pile out. Much love. Talk to you soon. Hello, pile number 4. This is the karma of the person who did you wrong. So this is for those of you who picked this pink tiger's eye bracelet or this beautiful purple selenite charging blade. Let's get into your cards. So there's this person getting this karma who tried to twist a narrative in order to benefit them. And this person was trying to do this for some kind of survival. They're trying to take something from you for survival reasons. This could be them being codependent in a relationship, I'm hearing. This person was being very materially motivated. They put materials above other people and above their own self-empowerment. So they could have been connected and linked up with somebody else who was controlling this situation, and this person was just moving along with them. There's some energy of this person being delusional in their relationship with that person. This is somebody who has been playing the victim like they didn't do anything wrong, trying to get pity from other people. This is someone who has very poor boundaries, so they likely allowed someone to dictate their direction, dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. The beggar, exactly. And now this person feels very vulnerable. They feel like they are defenseless. They feel helpless. They're also feeling closed off. They could be resistant towards whoever this other person is. They want to rebel against this person. This karma seems kind of different than the karma in past piles, because this person seems like they are moving forward, whereas the other piles, they were not. They're really closed off, and also you could have made this person very jealous, or there's suspicion going on when it comes to whoever they were in this codependent dynamic with. There was possessiveness. And whereas this person, or when this person, they felt really free and excited about a relationship or something that they were getting, something that they were committed to, but now they're feeling drained. They're feeling fatigued, exhausted, like they don't want to move forward in that direction. Now this person is experiencing some lessons due to their actions, due to playing the victim when they were not the victim, due to putting material considerations above their own self-empowerment, due to draining others for their survival and this codependency. They're now realizing the errors of their ways, and they're going to have to move forward and create a fresh start for themselves. There's something that came in and turned their world upside down, moved it in another direction. They thought that things were going along smoothly. Something came in that changed the whole direction, the whole trajectory of their lives. And this is how things were supposed to happen, karmically. So now they're going to have to put in work, put in the effort, moving forward. It's not going to be easy, but it's something that they have to do. Family. This person is doing a lot of overthinking, and they've been doing a lot of overthinking for a while. There's also something that they thought and expected to gain. This can be something to benefit their family. So they were doing either spell work, or they were putting in a lot of effort for a period of time to receive this reward, but they're not going to get it. Never gonna get it, not this time. No, they're never gonna get it. That's what I just heard. They put in a lot of effort. This other person attached to them could be a family member. And because of this situation, they got wrapped up in some kind of legal situation. Now, it looks like this person's job is very, very important to them. And it could be threatened due to this person, due to not speaking up or standing up for themselves. And they're afraid that this legal situation is going to jeopardize their work, their career. And they are terrified about that. They took some kind of risk. And that risk is not giving them the rewards that they thought it would. They were dragged into something, and now they feel like they were duped. They were bamboozled. Whoever this other person is lied to this person who did you wrong. And they're realizing that they listened to this person who wasn't telling them the truth. And then this other person still doesn't want to make things clear. So there's all this confusion going on. And this person here, they don't want to be taken away from their goals, because I feel like they worked really hard to get to where they're at. And they don't want somebody else's drama, what somebody else is trying to do. They don't want that to jeopardize what they have going on for them. And the risk here is not worth the reward. It's not worth it. Especially because this isn't even their problem. This isn't even their thing. This person is trying to move forward with more integrity. They were being disingenuous, and now they want to be honest. They want to move forward with integrity. They don't want these negative consequences. They don't want this to fall other people's toxicity and toxic ways to fall on them. They're very stressed here. They're very stressed. They could be going into escapism, but they're very stressed because of somebody talking crazy around here. Now, whoever this person was attached to, they wanted what you have or what you're going to get. And now they're in regret for saying what they said about you. And they were saying what they said because they wanted to mooch off of you and get some kind of money that is not rightfully there. This person was trying to just survive off of what this other person was promising that they would give them. There's no problems between this person and their family. They're very angry. They're very frustrated, but they're learning their lesson. This person is the one out of all four piles that's actually learning their lessons. They're not feeling like something is missing in their lives. This could be this other person that they were codependent on, or their family. Somebody was kicked to the curb because they were trying to fulfill some kind of fantasy. They wanted something, but it was delusional. They got wrapped up in these delusions to steal something from you. To steal something. There was this fantasy about stealing something, but this person did not want to do that, or they don't want to do that. Whoever they were codependent on, if they walked away, this person, the other person, won't let them go. There's distance in between them and the other person. They put distance. And they're going on a journey. They're moving forward in order to get their own stability, as opposed to seeking it from this other person. They're trying to grow. They're trying to grow and move forward. So slowly, they're going to have to face their fears. Slowly, they're going to have to create their lives, their new lives on their own. I'm feeling like this person never saw this coming. They did not see this coming. But this was supposed to take place so this person can move forward. Because they weren't going to move forward any other way. They were so codependent on that other person that they weren't going to move forward unless something came in to intervene. And I heard that other person was just focused on themselves anyway. They didn't see the red flags here. But they also are moving forward to protect and heal themselves. But they did not see the red flags, and now they are in regret for not seeing the red flags, for not seeing things clearly. Now they want nothing to do with this person or this plan. They just want to move forward. They're tired of this situation. They're weighing out what's more important to them, themselves or this person. Who are they going to put first in this codependent connection? Them or the other person? Thinking a lot about this because they were feeling very stuck. So there's a lot of overthinking. And this overthinking is going to lead them to come to the conclusion that they need to do something different. So that's a positive thing. They don't want to engage in gossip. They don't want to engage in lies anymore. And they're also not listening to that. Oh my goodness. Did you guys see that? Oh my goodness. Pick up these cards. There were so many lies. There were so many lies told to this person, and now they feel, I'm hearing like an idiot for going along with them. There was so much confusion that they experienced. And they wanted to stay with this person. They really wanted to stay with this person. But now there's there's an inevitable ending. An inevitable ending. And that person also that they were codependent with doesn't want to let them go. It's trying to fill their head with secrets, or with gossip rather. So this person feels like they've lost everything. They're very heartbroken at this time. They feel like they had to give up love, and like they had to give up all the abundance that they had in their lives. Like they lost control of their lives. And that's because they were letting somebody else dictate it for them. And now that they're not, they have to rebuild and figure out who they are, what they want, what's best for them. This other person really does not want to let them go. They really don't. But the damage has already been done. The damage has already been done. That could be really stressful on this person, that the other person attached to them doesn't want to let them go. They're trying to like get this person back. What is this? The end, sent home, self-elimination. They don't want to let this person go, and that's really stressing them out. They act like there's still some romance going on when this person is like, no, I want to go. Yeah. They're not feeling as powerful, as confident, as secure as they were before. But they want something new in their lives. So they're going to go after that. So that's the positive thing going on for this person. This is what I have for you for this person's karma, pile number 4. Thumbs up and like this reading if it resonates with you. Who is this person? How do you feel about this person moving forward in a positive direction? Do you think they can do it or not? If you want to know more about me, check the description box below. If you want to know about any of the bracelets that have been featured in this video, go ahead and check the description box below as well. I'm sending you love, sending you light, and I will see you here soon. Bye.